Alright, I hope I am not blurry. If I am, I just have to refilm this video tomorrow, but hopefully I don't. Alright, so I want to talk about sex, and I don't want to make this video long and drawn out and boring. I wanted to film this in the daytime, but things happen. So hopefully you can see this parting up, but I am wearing a bra, so... But nevertheless, I want to talk about sex, and don't mind it'll be a video at the end of this week talking about that. Okay, we're talking about sex, and I just want to go over a few things. These are all my opinions, so take it how you want it, but it's just my opinion. We're all entitled. Sex to me is something that is special. It's not something that I would do with everybody. You have women like Lynn from Girlfriends. She thought having sex was the way she connects to people. For me, I want to be intimate and connect with you, but just because I have a connection with you don't mean I want to be intimate with you. You know what I'm saying? And from my point of view, Lynn was the type of person, if she connected with you, like, she gonna have sex with you. Like, if she vibing with you within a few hours, she gonna have sex with you, because that's how she viewed sex. Sex was how she communicated. It was a big part of how she vibe with a person. And sometimes sex to some people is just sex. I'm just doing it. It's not so emotional. I'm just having sex. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes she would get hurt. Speaking of Samantha from Sex and the City, how she had sex. She would just have sex just to having sex. But she met somebody who really loved her and who wanted more than just sex. You know what I'm saying? He wanted an actual relationship, and she just was like, for a minute she was like, nah, but eventually, but at first she was just like, nah, she just had sex just to have fun. So people view sex very differently. For me, I take it very seriously, and it's something that I wouldn't do with everybody that I meet. I'm attracted to guys only, sexually only attracted to guys. So I wouldn't, just because I like a guy or I'm liking his company and stuff, I'm not gonna immediately just jump into bed with him. And I'm also not gonna do that with every guy that I talk to, versus somebody else who would literally have sex with anybody that they meet or anybody that they just like. That's not me, but that might be you. So you have to know yourself and what you can take and what you can handle. I don't think you should be having sex at a young age, because sex comes, so let's just get like the bad thing. So sex, people don't talk about the diseases and the infections that you can get. Like, nobody talks about that. Everybody just promotes, like, have sex. It's so much fun. Oh my God, it's so fun. Just let's have sex with everybody. Like, if you like him and he like you back or whatever, let's go have sex. Like, nobody talk about the STDs, the STIs. Like, nobody talks about it because it's embarrassing. But it's not embarrassing. It's life, and it's a part of life. What's embarrassing about it is that you have these infections, these diseases, and you're spreading them, and you're not letting people know, and you're not going to get checked and keeping up with your own thing, making your own health. You know what I'm saying? That's embarrassing. That's what's sad about it. People are lying about it. They're not talking about it. Another thing with sex is that it can come with pregnancy. Having children. Children are not a joke. And I feel like that video is coming tomorrow. Talking about teen pregnancy. I don't want to talk about that right now. What I want to talk about is sex. So, like, those are the negative things. The positive things is that it could be really fun, especially if you are intimate. I feel like today everybody says, I'm gonna say fracking, because I don't want to curse. Let's keep fracking it up. Everybody just want to frack each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to make love to each other anymore. To me, the difference between fracking somebody is just one person get off and the other person don't. making love, both of you guys are both pleased and you're both satisfied, I'm gonna say 95 to 100% of the time. Fracking it up is like every man, woman for themselves. You feel me? So I feel like I don't want to just frack up with somebody. I mean, granted, you might have some people that's all you want to do, but I want to be connecting with somebody. You know, for me, connection means a lot, especially if you're talking about sexual things. You know, I want to be able to connect with my partner more than just on a physical level. Like, I want to connect with him in every way before I open my legs. You know what I'm saying? So sex for me is like, I want it to be intimate, and I feel like today it's not a lot of intimacy. It's a lot of, oh, I had sex with this person and we're bragging and gossiping about it, but you know, that's about it. And we have a lot of broken hearts out here because people equate let's have sex that I love you, or let's have sex and I care about you. Again, sex to me means like, if I'm having sex with you, I do love you. I do care about you a lot because I allowed you in my space to be very intimate, you know, with me. Somebody else, like, especially if the guy I'm dating is like, sex is just something I do with whoever I like or whoever I connect with. You know, for him, being intimate might be having a place, like having your own space in his place, or meeting his parents, or you know, him trusting you with his car or something like that, versus, you know, those type of things to me probably is not, they really don't matter. But sex is really like, I really care, and to him it probably be like, I do that with everybody, but I do something else special for the people I care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that ain't gonna work, because to me, sex is something I do with only a certain group of people. And I'm not doing that with everybody. And for him, he doing that with everybody, any and everybody. So I'm thinking, oh, he loves me and we care about each other, yet he don't feel that way about sex. So you know what I'm saying? So I feel like sex is a very powerful thing, and you have to be mature enough about the situation. Now, depending on religion and things, you should wait till marriage. And I think if you want to wait till marriage, that is so fine. And don't let anybody tell you anything different, because people try to make you feel really bad about that decision or make fun of you. But no. But if you can't wait till marriage, I do think it's important to look at the bad, but look at also the good. And then listen to other people's testimonies and learn. Like, sex is something more than just like, oh my God, let's have fun. Like, oh yeah, so cool. Like, oh my God. Like, it can be cool. It can be all fun and amazing, but if you and the person you're having sex with are not on the same page, it's not going to be fun. It's going to be boring or very disturbing or disgusting. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have sex, you need to be mature. And I don't think that being 16 and 13 and this, that, and the other, like having sex so young is appropriate. Like, even being like, you know, I'm 21, you know what I'm saying? Even that, I feel like it's a bit too young. You know what I'm saying? To be having sex, just because I wasn't immature. I was very mature for my age, but at the same old time, I did have some immature ways. And I feel like I could see why you would bust his window out his car, go cut his tires up and all that. But you're going to go to jail. So I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that. Like, don't lose yourself because of what somebody has done, did to you. You know, people, it's like, it's better ways to get things done than to do stuff like that, because you can jeopardize your whole life and or pay like a big fine. You know what I'm saying? So it comes with maturity. And if honestly you can't take care of yourself fully financially, that means you don't need to be having sex. So you still stay with your mommy, daddy, grandma, whoever taking care of you. They still raising you financially, and you still living under their roof. You should not be having sex if you got a sneak and geek. You want to be grown, then be grown about it. Not talking about being a little child about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't provide for yourself. You still living off somebody else. You in college, yeah, but you ain't got yourself together. So why are you out here having sex? And that's why people get hung up on people. That's why people do bad things to their partners, because sex is very powerful. And if y'all don't have the same views on it, it's going to be very toxic. Sex is not a giant joke. It's not a game. It can be amazing, but it can also be very, very bad. And I feel like people need to take that more seriously. Like, if you're not going to wait to have sex because of like religion, if you can't wait, you really do need to be mentally prepared and mature about the situation, because y'all are not taking like the necessary precautions. Like I said, STIs, STDs, these are real. Pregnancy, that stuff is real, because this person might be, you might want monogamy and he out here doing polygamy type stuff, multiple people. Like, you have to take sex seriously. It's not a joke and it's not a game. I'm going to talk more about pregnancy, like, and things tomorrow, but I know some people who have been, of course I learned about people who have, like, the diseases that are uncurable, diseases that are treatable, infections that are curable, because, it's not something that nobody, like, it's not what people want. Who wants that, pregnancy? Who wants that at such a young age when you're not even together? You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be grown and have sex, you need to educate yourself more, and you need to be mentally, physically, financially independent and stable, because sex is a powerful thing, and you just need to be mindful about that. So with that being said, I just want to say to younger people who are having sex, because I know y'all ain't grown like you think, you need to make sure that you are taking these precautions. And as well, older women and men, because you ain't grown like you think, you need to take these precautions and remember, like, your body should be a temple, and you should be very mindful about who and what you let in it, so that you can have it for such a long time and be proud of it and it be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So sex can be very, very beautiful, but it is a very serious thing, and I think that people should realize that, because I have this app and it's called Flow, and one day I was on it and it was just saying how, like, these women were getting these diseases. They were getting diseases, and it was like from their husbands or from a guy that their boyfriends long term, because they're thinking they're in monogamous relationships and they are here cheating and stuff. So like I said, sex can be very life-changing in a positive or negative way. It is not a game. It is not a joke. And I know that this world just promotes it, but they also don't. They only promote the good parts. They don't tell you the bad parts that people actually deal with. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I hope I made sense. And good night.